everybody, welcome to Kiki's Kitchen. Kiki's Kitchen, for real people. Simple. Why, oh why do people stop and stare? Welcome to There's a Gun in My Soup. I'm Frank Sandersola, former undercover detective who infiltrated the mob. Not only did I penetrate the mob, I cooked for them. Today, I'll be preparing some of the dishes for my cookbook. There's a gun in my soup. Chicken scappata. Where did I get this dish from?
Yeah.
A wise guy.
Really?
When I met him, I was maybe 35, 36. And he had all the Italians, they cook in their basements. Why? Because they don't want to dirty the house. But, so about 6 or 7 of us were in his basement, and he said, boys, I'm going to cook you a Neapolitan dish called chicken scappata. Chicken could be infected with bacteria, so we have to make sure we wash our hands after we touch it. What I plan to do is flour the chicken. This has been washed, and I'm going to dust it with flour. There's probably about 1.5 cups of flour in here. In this, just dust it a little more. Probably added maybe 1/2 cup of flour. Right, then I'm going to shake it out. The flour is going to help make the sauce. The scappata sauce. Saucerinas. Saucerinas. Okay, let's set that aside. Then I'm going to season the floured chicken with the little saltarinas. A little more? A little more. Pepperinas. And you know what? I season one side, we got to season the other side.
Do you have a certain salt or pepper you like?
Anything store-bought is fine.
Okay.
All right, so I put the salt and pepper on there. Right, now, we take our frying pan, which is clean. We want to get the pan nice and hot. And then we want to get our oil nice and hot. Why do we want to get the oil nice and hot? Because if the oil is not hot, whatever you're cooking is going to absorb the oil. You want the oil hot, so the oil sizzles and cooks whatever you're cooking without absorbing it. This is about 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, right?
Okay.
I'm going to throw that in there. Now, cooking should be fun, and it's up to the cook to determine how things should go in the dish. So if I'm looking at this, I see my oil is bubbling. You got that? Bubbling. I don't think it's enough. So I'm going to add another maybe 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. That's about 3.
I hear it.
Yeah. And then we can always adjust. I'm going to wash my hands, right?
Okay.
They say cleanliness is close to godliness. Maybe it ain't. Who knows? You never know. Right, Tootie?
Better be on the safe side.
You better be on the safe side. This is my mom's cutting board. It's got to be over 100 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's sentimental. Most of my dishes either come from the mob or they come from my mother.
So did you
you cook when you were younger, or did you
Yep.
just start when you were?
No,
with mom?
I've always cooked. It's gonna brown these babies. Oh yeah. So I don't want to overcrowd the pan. You want everything to cook evenly. If I overcrowded the pan, it wouldn't cook evenly. So I'm just gonna let that sit there for a bit. When they're brown, I'm gonna take them out. So we did season it, but you know, for me, I feel it needs a little more.
Okay.
I feel it. I'm gonna put a little more, little pepperiness on there, and a little more salteriness. What we want to do is just brown it because it's going to cook in the sauce, and it will cook through.
So you're kind of searing the outside?
Yeah, yeah, right. Searing it, sealing in the juices.
Okay.
It's got to taste like chicken, not like porcarinas. You like that, huh? And I don't want to burn it. Oh yeah, look! Oh my gosh! Oh yeah. That piece of chicken is done. So that's done. I'm gonna throw these babies in. That's good enough. You have to pay attention when you're cooking, because if you don't, the oil will burn, your food will burn. You don't want it burnt. But
Is that a high temperature?
it's on high, yeah. You know, working in a restaurant is like going to war. First of all, it's very dangerous because of the fire, the hot grease, the knives. So safety is so important. You have to respect the kitchen, you have to respect your equipment. You know what, that's good enough for me. I'm taking it out because I don't want to burn these babies. Take them right out. So that's vegetable oil, right? I turned the heat off, and we're going to start with a little olive oil, and I want it to cool down just a bit. I'm not turning on the heat.
Okay.
Little olive oil. That's probably 4 teaspoons. This is half a cup of chicken stock, half a cup of light sherry, and a half a cup of pepper juice from the hot peppers. Look at it, it's still sizzling. Look at that, huh? It's still sizzling. Next, I'm gonna throw 2 seeded hot cherry peppers. Just 2, because we don't wanna make the dish where people can't enjoy. But I'm cooking the recipe the way it was taught me.
Yeah.
And yes, I have to wash my hands, because when you're dealing with chicken, you know, the chicken, you know where it runs. You know, sometimes under a car, sometimes in your house. I had a friend of mine, a wise guy, he had a rooster in his house. He loved the rooster.
Oh my God.
Yeah, until the rooster bit him and then he cooked them. All right, so the parsley, 1/4 cup of parsley. I turn my heat back on, right? Boom. 1/4 cup of parsley. I measured this out. Now oregano, this is probably 1/8 cup. Now the garlic.
Is the minced garlic that you buy in the store the same as the fresh garlic or what?
You know, no. I mean, it is, but I don't know how old it is. I like to use everything fresh. 90% of your cooking is your fresh ingredients. This is 2 cloves. That's plenty. And it's gonna exude that juice from the garlic. I'm gonna throw that in there. Okay. Now, this is powdered garlic powder. I'm gonna just sprinkle a little over there, like yay. Can you smell it? Wow. I wish everybody could smell this, you know? Oh my God, is it good. All right, so I'm gonna take my chicken again. I'm gonna put the chicken back in the pan. Pan-arenas. We're gonna pan-arenas everybody. There's chicken-arenas, pan-arenas.
Let it swim in there.
Oh, it's gonna, you know what? It's gonna sunbathe. We're in Florida, right? Sunbathe. Here we are. That garlic is gonna take hold. Oh. Sort of deglaze the pan, if you will, with the three liquids, the dry sherry, the pepper, the juice from the pepper, and the chicken stock. And then I'm gonna cover the baby. Bingo. I'm gonna lower the heat, let it simmer.
How long does it simmer?
It's gonna simmer for about 50 minutes,
Okay.
till cooked.
Yeah.
Because you don't wanna eat raw chicken.
No.
No way, Jose.
50 or 15?
50.
50.
My cutting board. Just rinse it a bit. And you know what? Any bacteria in that chicken is gonna be obliterated because it's boiling. All right. Next dish, potatoes. Oh, I love them. I peeled these yesterday. Actually, they're red potatoes. You could use rustics, whatever. I just throw the babies in there. They really don't have to be dry. Roasted potatoes. Olive oil. I want to turn the oven on. 375. Essence of emerald. I put it in everything. Even my mother-in-law brushes her teeth with it. I kid you not. Plaque, gets rid of plaque. It gets tooth decay. You don't never go to a dentist. Let me wash my hands one more time because of the chicken. You know what? I think that chicken would kill the coronavirus. I think it would. My friend Dominic, he actually ate his pet chicken. Oh, this nasty guy. All right, look, essence of emerald. How much am I putting in there?
A lot.
Like a quarter of a cup? Boom, bing, bang. And then wash my hands again. I'm gonna.
Buy that, it's made
Oh,
by
yeah.
Emerald, it's just, buy it in the
Chef
grocery
Emerald
store.
sells it in most major supermarkets.
Okay, yeah.
And it's southern, you know.
Yeah.
He developed the spice. I'm mixing it up real nice.
And he used to have one that was for vegetables.
He's got
And I
everything.
don't see
He's got
that.
one for
Is it
hamburgers.
seafood?
You got to put a little butter in there.
Sure.
I'm going to put at least a quarter of a stick of butter. Bingo. Just throw it in your dish.
So these are roasted potatoes?
These are going to be roasted. Put a little more saltariness and pepperiness on there. Just a bit. Now you got to remember the butter is salted, so you don't want to over salt, and you don't want to make them too spicy. But that should be it. I know we have more time on the oven, but that's okay. It'll reach temperature. That's about 55 minutes. They'll be done. The next dish is my Caesar salad. I am going to put anchovies. This is about 4. Bingo.
Diced up?
Diced anchovies.
Okay.
2 cloves of garlic, diced. You play dice, Tootie? I think you're lucky.
7 come 11.
Dr. McCleary, you're a dice man.
Oh, yeah. Rattle the bones, rattle the bones.
Gus was the dice guy.
Okay. 2 cloves of garlic. Parsley. This is about 6 sprigs chopped. I'm trying to be, you know, give you detail as far as how much you should use in each dish. However, it's in the cookbook. Garlic, bop.
Is the cookbook out already?
No, no.
Okay.
Parmesan cheese, 1/4 cup. It calls for maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 tablespoons of olive oil. Bingo, look at that.
Gold.
Look at it drip.
Yeah.
This excites me. And 2 yolks of an egg. 2 yolks.
Well, I've never heard of that in a Caesar salad.
You never did?
Yeah.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Just gonna mix that up like that. Wow, look at that. Can you?
Do with it? What is that?
It tightens it up and it's flavor too.
Yeah. Okay, but now they're raw,
Yeah.
and that's okay?
Yeah.
That's what they are, and.
And the rest is
You know what?
I never.
Again, cooking, I mean, it's sort of like a science, but the more you do it, the more you practice, the more you see things, the more you test things. I'm gonna add a little more vegetable oil too, because I don't really like the consistency of this.
Okay.
Just a little, not much. I'm gonna mix that again, a little, and a little pepperinas. A little pepperinas, bing.
There you go.
A little saltarinas, bang. And there we go. Stirrinas, Caesar salad. I washed this yesterday and I cut it. It's romaine lettuce. I'm going to take my Caesar salad dressing and just sort of scoop it over. And then I'm going to mix it. Bang. A little less lettuce. I'm going to put a little more oil in it. I'm doctoring it up. Cameraman. Caesar salad. There's a gun in my soup. See you next time. Ciao!